LionsDenFX. The power of motivation. Unlock your potential with the 7 traits of success. Welcome to the blueprint for success. Master the 7 traits of successful people. LionsDenFX is dedicated to helping you unlock your full potential and achieve more in life by modeling the habits of the most successful people in the world. If you've ever wondered how billionaires and dot-com giants turn their ideas into thriving empires, you've come to the right place. Here, we'll dive deep into the 7 key habits practiced by highly successful individuals, giving you the tools and insights to transform your life. From taking action and setting goals, to nurturing multiple income streams and never stopping learning, we'll guide you every step of the way. Have you ever wondered how the most successful people in the world are able to get where they are? Before we get started, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more amazing content. Let's get started. How do the billionaires and dot-com giants start with an idea or a small investment and turn it into a life free of financial worry and access to luxuries that most people only dream about? The answers, of course, will vary considerably depending upon the particular successful person, ranging anywhere from a stroke of really good luck to vision and belief in some future concept or opportunity, such as in the case of Bill Gates and Steve Jobs. But if you go back even further than that, these people weren't just average Joes waiting for the right opportunity to come along. They were already primed to be successful long before they found their niche. That's because they were already practicing the 7 habits that highly successful people always practice. If you want to be successful, the best way to start is by learning these 7 habits and starting to practice them every single day of your life. You will be amazed at what kind of opportunities come along and how differently you see the world when you are practicing these things. Let's get started with the very first one. Habit number 1. Successful people go after what they want. The first thing that you should be aware of about successful people is that they actually get out there and go for what they want. They don't sit back on the sidelines and wait for opportunities to come to them. They go out and find them. You hear people say things like, "One of these days my ship will come in," or, "In a few years something will come along that will make me rich." But truly successful people don't think like that. They don't wait for something to come along, they go out and look for it, high and low, turning over every rock and climbing every tree until they find it. Successful people aren't content to live life and wait for something to come along, for something good to fall into their lap, because they know that it is unlikely to happen. If you want to be one of those people, then you need to start making going out and looking for opportunities a habit. This doesn't mean that you do it once or twice, but that you are actively seeking opportunities, putting yourself out there and finding ways that you can improve your situation. Ways to become more successful can be found almost anywhere. From books, movies, newspapers and magazines, to the ideas that you hear from friends, family, co-workers and the crowd surrounding you as you walk to work. Be open to new ideas and always be thinking of how you can take something and make it your own. Habit number 2. Successful people take care of themselves. Another thing that successful people do invariably is take care of themselves. Look at the CEOs, the business magnates, the billionaires of the world. How often do you see one that has let themselves go or doesn't look healthy and well taken care of? There are certain things that successful people do to take care of themselves that varies very little from one to another. In fact, if you look at a sample group, and there have been studies that have done just that, you find that a majority of them get more sleep than the average population does, exercise more often than the average person and have a better diet than most Americans. So, how can you model the behavior and the habits that these successful people have? First of all, you need to get enough sleep at night. This means that you should get at least 6 hours, which is about the minimum for most of the successful people studied, but many of them get 7, 8 or even 10 hours of sleep. You also need to start exercising if you do not already. Exercise has several different effects on your body and mind. First of all, when you exercise first thing in the morning, the rest of your day goes better because you have released endorphins that make you feel good for a few hours. You also improve your health and you look and feel good too. Finally, diet is just as important as everything else listed here. When you eat fast food and other unhealthy fare, not only do you feel guilty about it, but you actually feel worse because of the chemical makeup of the food. Whereas with fresh fruit, veggies and healthy foods, you feel good and your body systems work better too. Habit number 3. Successful people make goals for themselves. If you want to be successful, you are going to have to start making goals for yourself. Successful people make all kinds of goals. Sometimes they even create lifetime goals of things they want to accomplish before they die, but the more short-term ones are more common. Here are some goals that you might want to start making if you want to be successful. Lifetime goals, things you want to accomplish before you die. For example, buying a home, raising a family, starting a business, writing a book. Period goals, 1 year, 5-year or even 10-year goals work well when it comes to period goals. When you set a big goal for a large period of time, it allows you to work on it for that period of time, and break it down into smaller goals. Short-term goals, these are goals that are trying to accomplish in order to complete the larger ones. All of your short-term goals should be structured and planned out so that they lead up to the larger period goal. Daily habits. Finally, successful people teach themselves daily habits that will lead to their success. This may cover everything from working out to writing a page or two a day on a book. Habit number 4. Successful people cultivate multiple sources of income. One of the things that successful people do that many people do not realize is that they create multiple income sources and then work on improving them. This can come in the form of an e-commerce website, investments, brick-and-mortar businesses, income, interest or royalties from books or other media. There are thousands of ways to generate a solid income stream out there, and successful people take advantage of as many as they can. So, what can you do to generate a few extra income streams? That depends upon what you have to offer. The ways that you generate extra income will be unique to you, and depend upon the money that you have available, how much expertise you have, how well you can outsource, and whether you have a great idea. Here are a few ways that you can generate extra income that will be sustainable and grow if you continue to work on it. Start an eBay business. Monetize a blog. Start a YouTube channel. Invest in stocks or bonds. Start a home-based business. Start an actual business that fills a need in your town. Write a book. Start building a reputation and giving motivational talks. Use ClickBank, Google AdSense of any of the other thousands of money-making programs on the web. Habit number 5. Successful people help others succeed. Another trend that you will notice if you carefully study successful people is seeing that they help other people succeed at the same time that they are. Stephen Covey talks about it in his book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, calling it a win-win mindset. Some people have the idea that there is only so much wealth and success to go around. They are afraid that if they help others out, then they won't be able to have success of their own. Of course, this is not true, and there are quite a few reasons why you actually should help people out rather than keep all of the ideas, techniques and other information you have learned to yourself. For one thing, when you help other people out, it helps you down the road. You can look at this in the form of karma, or you can just consider the possibility that someone you helped might be in a position to give you a hand up later on. Either way, these are good reasons to help people. Please leave us a comment. Also, you would be surprised how often going out of your way to help someone results in some sort of opportunity or door opening up for you that you never even considered. In addition, you will be much happier and fulfilled when you are helping other people. In fact, careers where people spend their lives helping others have some of the happiest and most satisfied people in the world working in them. So, how do you help others? It can be as simple as giving them some good advice that someone once gave you, or it could be giving someone a job, helping with a loan, or sharing your story with others who are hoping to be successful as well. Habit number 6. Successful people keep learning. Talk to any successful person and ask them what they do in their leisure time, and invariably reading will be part of their answer. Almost every successful person out there attributes reading as one of the reasons they are successful as they are. Most of the time they are reading books on motivating, goal-setting and other self-help type books, but entrepreneurs and business people also read quite often to learn more about the efforts that they are making to succeed, in their own particularly niches. For example, some may be reading books on internet marketing, learning how money is made online, while others are becoming experts in stocks, bonds, futures and other financial trading. People also read extensively who are starting their own business. From keeping track of business finances and doing taxes to managing employees and motivating a sales team, tons of great information can be found in the books at your local library or on Amazon. Set a goal that you are going to read a certain number of books in the next year. Decide which books you are going to read in advance by doing some research and finding out what other people recommend. Many of the richest entrepreneurs in the world have revealed their reading lists, and you can get some great titles from them. Habit number 7. Successful people never stop learning. Finally, successful people make it a point to continue learning as long as they are alive. This kind of goes hand in hand with reading books, but it goes far beyond that. Successful people tend to have a lot of humility, and they are willing to learn from other people as much as they are willing to teach. Successful people have learned that there are a lot of things that they don't know, and the longer someone has been striving for success, the more willing they are to learn. If you want to be successful, then the first thing that you are going to have to do is humble yourself and realize that others may have a lot to teach you. You might also want to study other subjects as well. Some people stop learning once they graduate college, but researchers have found that the most successful people are interested in all kinds of subjects and watch documentaries, read books, and even take classes to find out more about them. These are the 7 habits that successful people tend to have. These are not easy habits to develop, but they certainly are valuable because the entrepreneurs and business people who have cultivated these habits have been able to make a great deal of money and are running companies or heading up organizations that make a huge impact on the world. You can do the same if you work on these 7 habits. Subscribe to LionsDenFX now and let's unlock the secrets of success together. Thanks for watching. LionsDenFX.